Hey, what is up everybody? This is Harrison Barron, the One Entrepreneur. Today I want to talk to you guys about why feedback is the most important thing for your business. You're probably curious to know why feedback is so important for your business, and you're like, this is the silliest thing I may have ever heard. I don't understand why you're even talking about feedback or how it even relates to my business. I'm going to answer all those questions right now in this video. So first, let's look at what is feedback. Feedback is essentially what your customers are telling you about anything that you're doing in business. So that could literally be anything from your products that you're making, the bugs, any issues that you're having, or anything like that that's going to come from your consumer feedback, or it could just be visitor feedback, quite honestly. It doesn't necessarily need to be, people that have purchased your stuff, but it could be people that have looked at it, seen it, tested it out, tried it, anything like that. When you go to Best Buy, you develop your own feedback based on things that they have in the store. Totally fine and totally allowable. So don't think that you can't give good feedback. It's perfectly acceptable. I wouldn't stress about it. So why is feedback important to a company? Feedback is really important to a company because it allows companies to make better business decisions based on what they've already either done or are doing. So the reason why we have an iPhone XS Max is because people gravitated towards the iPhone and they kept buying it and they were waiting in line for the next one and the next one and the next one. That was their customer feedback. When there's issues with the iPhone, people message Apple and say, hey, you have an issue with your product. We need it fixed. This is the issue. Done. That is customer feedback. On top of that, people also go to Apple and major companies like that and they say, hey, we would love for you guys to come out with a speaker, or we would love for you to come out with something else. Look at Amazon, another great example. Jeff Bezos was addicted to figuring out and making the best customer experience possible. So that was his feedback, and every time somebody said, hey, I don't like this or I like this, he would go out and fix that problem to make the best product possible. That was his feedback to make it the best product possible. So I want to give you guys 4 bullet points on what's really important and how to optimize and make the most out of your customer feedback. That way you can run a successful company and you don't have to worry about whether or not you got the right answers. First, and this is going to sound so silly, but stop and listen. All feedback is good feedback. There's always going to be people that like your product or don't like your product. Don't worry about it. Just take your time, stop, listen to everybody's feedback, really take it in for what it's worth. Another great example, I posted my videos on Reddit and I got chewed apart. They said they didn't like what I wore, they didn't like this, they like this. There was a ton of feedback, and I'm super happy they gave me all that feedback because now I can take that and digest it and make my videos better. And ultimately, that's what my goal is, to make my videos better. Now, right now, the reason why you've been seeing this is because I have some construction going on in my office, and when that's all done, everything is going to change. But in the meantime, this is what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, because it allows me to make a better experience for everybody. Next up, say thank you. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad feedback. Take time to say thank you. People appreciate their 2 cents being put in and being recognized. Far too many people don't answer their comments on YouTube, and those people leave that page because they don't feel like they're getting the attention they deserve. Every subscriber matters on YouTube, just like every customer matters in business. So take the time, really give a solid thank you, even if it's feedback that you don't like. Take the time to say thank you, and I really appreciate it, because those people are going to feel really special and really important. And sometimes you're going to find things that you didn't even realize you were doing wrong or you didn't like that somebody's going to give you, and you're going to be able to adjust, fix, and conquer that area. Third, listen to patterns. Patterns are constantly going to give you what you should be and should not be doing. For example, if you start a business and you're going out and everybody keeps saying, your prices are too high, your prices are too high, your prices are too high, there has to be a reason why they're saying the prices are too high. Are the prices actually too high, or are you just charging a premium for your product because nobody else has it? Either one is fine, but as long as you realize that people are saying, hey, your prices are too high, now you have that feedback. Now you have something to work on. And from there, you could do whatever you want with that information. But at least you could start to see trends and things like that. Apple, another great example. People really wanted, a full screen, this, that, and the other thing. Well, that's what they got. They gave the feedback. They said what they wanted. They wanted Apple to go to the future, and that is why we have no more headphone jack. Does it drive me nuts? Of course it does. But a majority of people are totally okay with not having a headphone jack because they gave the feedback to Apple. Apple stopped, Apple listened, and realized there's a pattern going on here. We need to address that pattern. The fourth and probably the most important thing is ask questions. When people give you feedback, ask why they're giving you you feedback, or if they've really given you a full detailed answer and they've taken time out of your day, why not ask them a couple more questions? They're going to give you the answers and the results that maybe you don't want, but the answers and results that you actually need to make better decisions. We get feedback in every little category. We touch a hot pot, we realize that it's hot. That's instantaneous feedback that we understand as people. Well, that's like companies. Companies need to understand that as well. Asking those appropriate questions and saying, hey, you know, we need this. I tell everybody that I deal with, an easy way to make an incredible amount of money right off the bat is put out a survey to your existing and past customers, because those people are going to give you feedback on how you should conduct business in the future, and it's going to ultimately make your business more successful. And that's really what this channel is all about, making your business more successful. So take the time to really ask those questions, listen and learn and find patterns in them, because those are all certain keys that are going to help not only grow your business, grow whatever you're doing. It could be a relationship, talking to somebody, whatever it may be. Those are all really key principles to ultimately getting anything to the next level. And make your decisions based on your feedback. Your customers are really going to give you your best feedback, especially the repeating customers that cut you a check every month or buy your next product all the time. Those people specifically are going to give you the best feedback because they want the best product possible that you're going to produce. And that's really how the world works. Just taking that feedback, adjusting, modifying, and producing a new thing. And that's how businesses are grown. That's why businesses become successful. Jeff Bezos started at Amazon selling books, and then he got into selling other things because people said it's so easy, it's so great, I want to do other things. Boom, here you go. And that's how he's grown his company. Same thing with Apple, starting with a PC and then building, you know, an iPad and all of these different things and portable computers and all of that kind of stuff. Feedback, results. That's how it is. My name is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button. Also, in the comments below, let me know what you found the most valuable about this video. I try to produce really good stuff, and if you guys have any questions or ideas for future videos, please let me know down below. I really do my best to make the absolute best content for you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video, but before that, 2 videos are going to be going right up here on the count of 3, 2, 1.